Alright, guys. It's about that time. We're back for another Dokkan battle, and yes, it is time to talk about Saiyan Saga. Now, remember, Saiyan Saga is one of these things where I don't know how I can quite, accurately describe it. And accurately describe it without being a dick, too. Just trying to matter-of-factly say it, but, I would approach it from this angle. The ones making the decisions for the games do not hold Saiyan Saga in the same esteem as the super exciting stuff in Dragon Ball. It's just how it works. And you only need to examine the landscape of, you know what's funny is I was about to start the Dragon Ball games naming with breakers. But I don't know. You go through a lot of it, right? Breakers, Xenoverse, Xenoverse 2, Dokkan, Legends, go down the line, down the line, down the line. Legends, like Dokkan, both. Yeah, it was literally both, because 7th anniversary part 2 for both Dokkan and Legends was Goku Vegeta Saiyan Saga, right? These two. That is pretty crazy to think about. That it was the same for both games. 7th anniversary part 2 for Saiyan Saga. But that is, 7th anniversary. And you go through all these games, it's rare that Saiyan Saga gets a big grand thing, right? I could think of Fighters it was the second DLC. The first DLC was Bardock and Broly, right? And then the second DLC was Base Goku and Vegeta from Saiyan Saga. I believe so. I'd have to call in Dotto for the assist on that one, but I followed Fighters to an extent, but not oh my god, hourglass on 100%, focus in craziness or anything like that. But this video, right? I'm gonna do a series of videos just talking about ideas or concepts for 3 major celebrations that are coming up, right? So this is New Year's, which will be if we look at the calendar quick, where do I think that this is going to land? Probably the 26th. Yeah, 26th. I bet it'll drop. So on Christmas, we'll be getting data downloads, reveals, this type of stuff. It should happen on Christmas for sure. Because I've told the story many times, but Goresh has told me that remember way back in the day he would do all the translations for Dokkan. He'd do all the translations, right? For Dokkan at the time, and he was at Christmas dinner when the Broly movie first appearance of Blue Gogeta and Full Power Broly and Dokkan were there. Now I believe at that time, damn, it's now been 7 years, but I believe we were still getting reveals via data downloads back then. The data download would happen, and then that's where we'd get our information of the characters. And then Dokkan, started to, let's use our brains here. And they started to, tweet out the details themselves, I believe. I'd have to go back and double check, but it was something like that, right? So that, I think New Year's could be Saiyan Saga. That's the point here. 11th anniversary could have Saiyan Saga in it. And I think Golden Week could be Saiyan Saga as well. I think these next couple of major celebrations to me could have a Saiyan Saga presence in it. Especially since Dokkan has meter burned all of the fusions within the last 2 years. There are some other major things that Dokkan could do. One of the videos we did in this series was I talked basically superhero. I think Dragon Ball Superhero is likely to get major characters in some upcoming celebration slot for sure. So we could talk a little bit about Saiyan Saga and what it needs, right? So let's just kind of go through this category and take a look at what we have so far. So, a lot of the Z fighters here, they did just drop them as the free-to-play Saiyan Saga kind of Z fighter team, which, I do like that they did that, right? I do think that that's actually kind of a pretty fun thing that Dokkan did do, right? And I'm always down with giving some of these characters, that. This was Chaozu's first ever TUR. And he actually just got a second one from OG Dragon Ball as well. So there's those fighters. I like certainly, let's say it's like New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest. New Year's typically doesn't have banner units, which is kind of, I mean, I guess because they're saving resources for anniversary or something. But I don't know. Like I could see them dropping, like a Cybermen banner unit with like the Vegeta or something like that, and then they could do like like a TN banner unit or Piccolo banner unit. Well, yeah, Piccolo's 500th one. Yeah, if they're gonna do a banner unit from Saiyan Saga, let's not do Piccolo actually, because how many just banner unit Piccolo? I have to. I'm sorry, we have to double check this again. I think we have looked at this before. I wish one of the so nowadays the sites we're using, it's Dokkan Info and the Thieving Six Dokkan Wiki, which are fantastic. I truly do wish that one of these sites, I gotta like I guess I'm gonna make the personal. I'm gonna ask if like a page like this could be created. I find this to be so helpful. Let's pull up Trunks. Trunks, yep, okay, thanks. Let's just continue. This is why no one uses this site anymore. I know it's not the people who run the, like, it's not like the Dokkan Wiki staff full. It's the fandom site sucks, right? But like a page like this, I think is so useful to just see like, okay, here's all the Super Saiyan Trunks kids, right? Here's Trunks teen. This is great. So I'm gonna, maybe I'll ask Harry Turney if like something like this could be constructed, because this personally I think that like something like this would be massive, right? Oh, they have updated it. Look, Trunks Possessed GT. It's updated. Holy shit. It's just this site, like I bought a bajillion-dollar PC and this site still crashes my browser, dude. Like, it's crazy. Well, I mean, okay, hold on. Wait, if that works, let's go to the Piccolo. All right, coming back in. So here's the Piccolo page. So, yeah, okay, so this is a banner unit, but this is like one of the first SSRs in the game. This is the banner unit that came out with Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler, the banner unit that came out with LR STR Final Form Cooler. This is a banner unit. This Piccolo came out with, I think this was before Blue Kaioken came out, right? I mean, he awakened, I think, later, but it was this guy. I think it was a banner that was a bunch of Universe 6 vs 7 characters, but I don't think Blue Kaioken was on it. He came a couple of months later, I believe. Now remember, what I'm talking about, this is, from actually when I was, like, before I was actually playing. But yeah, he's a banner unit. This is the banner unit with LR Int Namek Goku right there. And then this, of course, is the recent banner unit with Tech Blue Kaioken Goku, right? So, I mean, we've seen so many Piccolo banners. Oh, and then there's the Vegeta and Piccolo. Yeah, so like let's see. Yep, the Vegeta and Piccolo. This is LR, Dokkan Fest LR. Yep, there's the Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo. There's Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Piccolo. That's a free-to-play character. Right, like we've seen so many banner unit Piccolos, so maybe we don't necessarily need a banner unit Piccolo, right? But they could definitely give us something. In terms of like Piccolo or whatever. But yeah, here. So I think Nappa, at some point, Nappa could get a Dokkan Fest. Nappa is certainly more relevant than Raditz. Well, I mean, I guess maybe not, because Raditz, like, is there solo. So, like, the whole, 4 or 5 episodes is completely focused on him. Whereas, like, when Nappa's there, like, he's just, not as intimidating as Vegeta. Well, and once Vegeta started, blah, 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 you get what I'm saying. He could get one. Cybermen, I would love to see them do something with this character, right? Like, they don't really do anything with Cybermen. And then don't forget, by the way, oh, they're not on Saiyan Saga, the Cybermen. Did they have this by any chance? They do. This is the April Fool's Day character from 2017. I don't have this character. I don't. And they have 0 categories. But, yeah, because this is like, whatchamacallit? The, like, login screen, the title screen at the time, right? Trunks, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, right? Yeah, so silly. They've never brought this character back, though. They probably won't. I do wish they would not have, like, exclusives like that, right? Like, bring back Kimono Android 18 and all these various things, right? So, yeah, Nappa and Cybermen could certainly get stuff. And then, of course, I mean, Goku versus Vegeta, right? We go to this screen right here. You know, here's all of the Dokkan events, all of these characters. But you know which character doesn't have Dokkan events? Base Goku does have one now, which is this. But this is a different version of Goku flatly, right? Like I think that this Dokkan event should be specific to only 23rd World Tournament Goku. But then again, they did something I didn't agree with too, which is where they added regular Dragon Ball Saga Kid Goku to the Path to Power Kid Goku Dokkan event. I didn't agree with that. I thought that Path to Power Kid Goku and Kid Goku should have been different Dokkan events. I felt like they could have just added him to the Int Kid Goku Dokkan event. I don't know. Like, I guess they really wanted to separate those two. Where's Int Kid Goku? So this would be 2nd anniversary. Although I'm looking at it. Yeah, so there he is right there. Yeah, so there's the Kid Goku. I guess, yeah, because this does say penetrate. Like, it's specifically for the Demon King Piccolo fight, but whatever. Regardless, Goku and Vegeta do not have Dokkan events. So, I would rather, like, if we're gonna do Goku versus Vegeta from Saiyan Saga, which a lot of people do consider the best fight in the series. I don't. But I know a lot of people do. Because, I mean, this is, this is, like, the iconic, like, shot, right? How many times have they recreated that? Count, like, dude, we've referenced this 50, like, this is the genesis of Goku and Vegeta, right? Like, so, like, I totally get it. If we're gonna do Saiyan Saga Goku and Vegeta again, no one wants this, like, Yellow Coin LR, like, it should just be a dual Dokkan Fest. That's why I think, like, New Year's or Golden Week would work well. Golden Week could be good, because they could do Goku vs. Vegeta as the Dokkan Fest, and then Kaioken Goku's active right here. This could be made a Yellow Coin LR. Like a Krillin, Gohan, Goku combo card, that could be a Yellow Coin LR. I remember when we saw his reveal, I was very disappointed that this guy had this, because I felt like this could be its own character. Looking at this animation, I mean, they easily could redo this again. Oh, yeah. This could be so easily redone, dude. This could be, like, really elaborate. There's a shot that I love so much where Krillin is holding the Spirit Bomb and he realizes he has, like, the hopes and dreams of the whole planet, and, like, you know, it's like a shot of the planet and all the people behind him. And, like, I love that shit. Like, that should be in there, right? So, yeah, there's still, like, if we really get down to it, there is still quite a bit they could do from Saiyan Saga. This guy should have been a Dokkan Fest as well. This Tien, and his animations are fantastic. It's funny, they easy ate him and he was like, yeah, no, he didn't end up being, you know, quite good there. Poor Tien. They finally got that moment for Yajirobe in the game, which was good. This could be redone as a tag character, by the way. I'd be totally down for that. This could be a fun tag character, right? And, I mean, it could have, like, some sort of, you know, you swap into Piccolo, and then he starts charging the special beam cannon. Like, they could probably do, you know, something fun like that, right? That would be cool. I guess Saiyan Saga doesn't have that much, because it starts out, you know, that moment of Kid Gohan. Now, he does have this LR. Right? This LR is basically Raditz fight / right after the Raditz fight when Piccolo is testing his power. But this, like, we could get maybe, like, a new version of that Kid Gohan from the Raditz fight. We could. Another thing, if they really wanted to get creative, by the way, they could make the Goku Angel Goku. If they really wanted to get creative, they could do something where he starts as Angel Goku and gets revived. I think that's a character Dokkan could do. That could be pretty fun, right? And then that would be, I remember that was me thinking up a way, like, how could we buff the Otherworld Warrior category? That would be an easy way to buff the Otherworld Warrior category, right? Do, like, a Dokkan Fest Goku from the Saiyan Saga who, like, starts as Angel, I think could work. Anything else in particular because this character will be coming up for an EZA next year. Like, if Goku vs. Vegeta is a dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week, I could see this character EZing, for sure. And then, obviously, Nappa and Raditz are due up for EZAs, so is Goku and Piccolo. So we do, like if we if we hold off on Saiyan Saga until next year, actually, we should. Look at this. Because then, I mean, don't forget Kid Gohan. He should EZA during the 11th anniversary. I would imagine him and Goku will EZA along with the 8th anniversary Part 1 Dokkan Fest, just like we saw last year. So, I mean, I would think that this Gohan and Goku probably would EZA in this week right here. And then there's maybe a chance that the following week is the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and GT Goku is where we could see them EZA like the following week. But like, you know, so we have Kid Gohan, Goku and Piccolo, Raditz, this Nappa, right? Like, and then if it's next year, Gohan and Piccolo will be ready to EZA as well, and this Vegeta and Nappa. So we actually have quite a few and Yajirobe, I guess we can mention, quite a few characters who could EZA. And remember, Yamcha, they EZA'd Yamcha already. But if Yamcha can dodge, he'll be effective. It is very difficult for Yamcha to get touched, right? It's just like, if dodge doesn't work in the event, you can't use him. But if you can dodge, they made this Yamcha very good. So occasionally, like, you know, this guy came out back when there was dodge canceling everywhere, but then like 3 weeks later, like, dodge was the most important thing in the game again, right? And there are some people who didn't adapt. Like, oh, my initial line of thinking was that he's terrible. He's still terrible. No, he's actually God. Like, this is God incarnate. As long as we get dodge, this guy will still be a major option on the team, like, next year. Like, again, if they do this and they EZA some of the... Like, they could turn Saiyan Saga into a legitimate category within one celebration, by the way. Remember that. Like, it would be so easy to do. These guys, like Kaioken Goku, he got a bad EZA, right? Like, this thing, this year, another thing is people talk about the bad EZAs of this year, which is comedy. This year has had great EZAs for the most part, but then there's just like Kaioken Goku and like Captain Ginyu, and people, oh my god. But this guy was, like, of the 10th anniversary, all the characters people cried about, this was the one that did the most dirty by far. Like, Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Evolution Blue Vegeta, those characters weren't, like, as bad to justify the amount of crying about them. If anything, this guy should have gotten more crying about him. Because, I mean, this is just as bad as it gets, man. This is just so bad. So, let me know what you guys would think about Saiyan Saga coming up. Hopefully, when they do Saiyan Saga, the game is not too dead. Like, right now, the game is very dead. But, like, this is kind of like the normal part of the year that it is, right? November's not going to be crazy, most likely, either. You know, the end of, like, the Halloween Dokkan Fest is probably not going to be crazy. It's going to be very interesting to see if, like, they would trust Saiyan Saga to jump into for, like, New Year's or part of the anniversary or Golden Week, right? I would rather we go into Saiyan Saga if, like, things have been a little bit more exciting. I mean, the GDC was crazy, but that's now multiple months ago, right? So we'll see. But I do think we're probably going to get Saiyan Saga coming up. So let me know what you guys think about seeing these possibly as a dual Dokkan Fest sooner rather than later. And I'll catch you guys next time.